Hey Rams, we are going to work through Monday, May 3rd's homework. Okay, so number 1, Marcy's taking part in a summer movie club. She will earn 3 points for each movie she attends throughout the summer. Which equation represents the relationship between y, the total points, and x, the number of movies? Okay, if y is our total, we are going to have y equals something. And then each movie, she earns 3 points. And if numbers of movies is x, she will earn 3 points per x. So which answer is this? A, because I could have written it y equals 3x. That is the same thing. Okay, so A is your answer to number 1. Number 2, what is the prime factorization of 140? Remember, we are going to do a factor tree for this. Okay, so you find 2 numbers that are factors of 140. And the factors mean it's 2 things when multiplied together will give you 140. So 14 times 10 is going to give me 140. Okay, now you have to break these numbers down because they are not prime yet. So 2 numbers that multiply together to get 10 are 5 times 2. Those are both prime, so I'm going to circle them. To get 14, I can do 7 times 2. Those are also both prime, so I will circle them. And that way I'm left with all of my prime numbers that are circled, and that's what I create my equation from. So I start with my smallest number, which is 2, and I have 2 of them. So it gets an exponent 2 times 5, we only have 1, and times 7, we only have 1. So your answer is D. Okay, number 3. Which of the following cannot be written as an expression? Okay, and to that, you need to know what an expression is. An expression is something that does not have an equal sign. So not just, something, but whenever we're putting them together, something times something, a number minus a number, and it does not tell you what the answer is. It does not say equals something. So 6 times a number less 9. Worded a little bit weird, but 6 times a number, you can choose any letter, less 9. Okay, that is an equation. B says 8 times the quotient of 6 and 3. Quotient means answer to a division problem. So the quotient of 6 and 3, so I can do 6 divided by 3, and then 8 times that. So I can multiply 8 times that. Okay, C, the difference between a number and 12. Difference means subtract. In minus 12, that is an expression. And then 5 times a number is 30. So if I write that, I have 5 times a number, remember you can choose any letter, is 30. That right there, when it says is 30, that's an equal sign, and an equal sign makes it an equation, not an expression. So your answer is D. Okay, number 4. Which of these set of expressions is equivalent? So looking here, we are comparing this expression with this one here. Okay, so 3 times 2x plus 5. These parentheses right here, and it's smushed on the outside, that's your distributive property. We need to take this 3 and multiply it by everything on the inside. So 3 times 2x will give me 6x, and then keep that same sign in the middle, and then 3 times 5 is 15. This is not equal to 6x plus 5. Okay, we're doing the same thing. Distribute it to everything on the inside. 2 times 3x is 6x. Keep the same sign, so we're adding, and then 2 times 5 is 10. That is not equal to this one. Continue this. We have 6x plus 15, not plus 10, and D. We have 6x plus 10, and those are equal. Answer is D. Okay, number 5. An equation is modeled using algebra tiles. Which value of x makes the equation true? When it gives you what x is, and you plug it in, that's called substitution. You were taught that skill. So I'm just going to take my answer choices, plug it in for x, and see which one makes it true. So starting with A, instead of putting x here, I'm going to put 7. So now we have 7 plus 1, 2, 3. 7 plus 3 is 10. And this says 10 is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That is a true statement. Your answer is A. Because if you plugged any of these other numbers in there for x, you would not get the same answer. Okay, second page. Number 6. Margot must sell at least 38 tubs of cookie dough to support the Student Council fundraiser. She has already sold 19 tubs of cookie dough. Which inequality best represents the number of tubs of cookie dough Margot still needs to sell? Okay, so when I first set this up, I know it has to be at least 38. Can it be 38? Yes. Can it be less than 38? No. So we cannot have it less than 38. It can equal it, which means I need my equal sign under there, or my or equal to part of the inequality sign, and it can be greater than 38. So I'm going to open it to what I still can sell, and then x plus 19, because I've sold 19, and I need a mystery number that will get me to at least 38. So this equation is going to be D, or inequality is going to be D. Okay, number 7. An elevator has a maximum weight capacity of 300 pounds. Each pallet of boxes weighs 25 pounds. Which of the following number lines best represents the solution to the inequality? Okay, without even solving this, because first you see they all land on 12. Okay, so we know that x is going to be 12 when you solve this. Second, look at this. Is it going to be an open or closed circle because of this sign? It's going to be closed, so you can mark out both of these answer choices. And then, so if we know 12 is on this side, or no, x is on this side, x is less than or equal to 12. That means x is going to be less than 12. Which one of these is pointing to the numbers that are less than 12? D, because it's pointing to the numbers less than 12. Okay, number 8. A clothing trunk measures 2 5/10 feet wide by 1 5/10 feet high by 4 feet long. What is the volume of the clothing trunk? Okay, so if we have volume, clothing trunk would be a rectangular prism, so we're going to use our formula from your formula sheet, big B times H. Big B stands for area of the base. Our base is a rectangle, and I have a width, a height, which is this, and a length. So my area of the base, that's going to be 2.5 times 4, and then my height equals 1.5. So this is big B. Okay, so let's solve for this right here, big B. 2.5 times 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. We wrote that backwards. Is 10. So we have 100. I have one decimal place, so I'm moving it one time, so that is 10. So big B is 10. So I have 10 times 1.5. Now we have this left to do. 10 times 1.5, 5 times 0, 5 times 1, 1 times 0, 1 times 1, 150, one decimal place, move it one time. Our answer is 15B. And last one for this homework. Which situation best represents the equation below? X minus 15 equals 60. A says Sandy collects seashells. She had 60 shells, but she gave away 15 shells. How many shells does Sandy have in her collection? Well, this is, I had 60. I gave away 15. That's not what this says. Okay, B, Mr. Young is 15 years younger than his brother. His brother is 60. How old is Mr. Young? Again, this is 60 minus 15. The school band is selling raffle tickets. They have already sold 15 tickets and have 60 remaining. How many raffle tickets did the school begin with? Okay, so it says we have 60 remaining. We had a number to start off with. We sold 15. We now have 60. This is a pretty good match. But let's read D. Daniela measures a 15-inch length of rope and attaches it to another rope. Together, the two ropes are 60 inches in length. How long was the piece of rope that Daniela attached? So if we have one that is 15 plus another one, that means we had to add these two together for it to equal 60. We are not subtracting. So our answer is C. Okay, Rams, so go back, bubble your answers here, and then you'll be able to submit them in your, to have them graded.